Hello everyone, I'm Seth with Exotic Motorsports, and this is our 2015 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10 MR. This car has just a smidge over 22,000 miles. Starting here at the passenger front fender, there's a slight scratch. Pretty hard to see. It's super shallow. Coming along the front bumper here, there are some very small rock chips. As you can see here, there is a blemish there. A scratch here, another scratch there. Two scratches that intersect right here on the front. Chip there. Another, looks like more of a smudge than a scratch there. A couple along there. The only chips that I'm really seeing are right here on the center vent, right there where it curves inward. Moving over to the driver's side front fender. No imperfections. Looks great. Front driver's side wheel. Authentic BBS wheels. Come factory on this car, as well as the factory Brembo brakes. Was in excellent condition, no rash as you saw, no paint defects or any issues with the spokes. Here on the driver's side mirror cap, on the inside it looks like there's just a little bit of chipping, ever so slightly, but without getting right up on it, you're not going to see it. Going over the face of the front driver's side door here. Excellent shape, not a single mark. I'm checking out these side skirts here. These are pretty prominent on this car, so they are subject to a little more abuse. There are a few marks right down there, and then that is some scratching right there on the edge. Very minor. On the driver's side rear door, some marks there right next to the very front side of the door. A scratch there. Another scratch here. Other than those few small blemishes, face of the door looks excellent. No rock chips down here, which is usually pretty typical. We've got a scratch there, and then a tiny little chip right there. Going over to the driver's side rear quarter panel, by the gas cap, there are no blemishes at all. Looks great. Move along to the rear bumper here. No defects. Paint is in excellent condition. Rear diffuser here looks really good. There is some paint cracking right under that left side reflector. And it kind of comes up and over here. It can be a little hard to see. I'm trying to get it at an angle. You can kind of see it there, and it just kind of branches up around the light. It seems to be, oh no, and there's a very tiny mark in there as well. This is the only defects with the back end of the car. Has smoked taillights. Done very well. There's no runs or any imperfections in the taillights when they were smoked. They look great. Third taillight or third brake light done as well. All the emblems blacked out. Looks really good. The wing, great shape. One very small scratch there. Pretty difficult to see. And the top of the trunk lid also looks great. Moving on to the passenger rear quarter panel. There's a small mark right there. That's really it. There's not a whole lot of area here. I did skip over the rear driver's side wheel, so we'll go back to that real quick. So, looking over this wheel is in excellent shape. No rash, no chipping. Wheel looks awesome. Going back over to the rear passenger side wheel. Fortunately, this wheel does have some rash. As you can see, just about half of the radius of the wheel lip is rashed. But typically that's something that's not too difficult to fix. The paint on the spokes looks great, nothing's chipped or faded. It's just that lip that is the problem area. Going to the rear passenger side door, there is a very small dent just above the door line. It's right where that little paint chip is. Kind of hard to show the depth of the dent. It's very small, very shallow, not a very big area. I would imagine it would be pretty easy to correct if you felt so inclined. Going over to the face of the front passenger side door. The only issues I'm seeing are the few small marks here and here. Those are the only issues. And the entire span of the side skirt on the passenger side looks great. No marks, no chips. Passenger side mirror cap does have a mark on the top of it, but other than that, there are no chips, no issues with it. Going over the passenger side front fender, do have a small, I couldn't even call it a scratch really. It looks too shallow to be a scratch. It's a mark, I suppose. As you can see, just runs along here. Not very big, extremely faint, pretty difficult to see. The front passenger wheel has a very light amount of rash, just ever so slightly. And again, the spokes are in great condition. Nothing is faded, cracked, chipping, flaking, anything like that. And that is the exterior of our Evo 10. Let's go ahead and move to the interior. Starts right up. And like I mentioned previously, this is the MR trim, so it comes with the 6-speed automatic twin clutch transmission. The drivability on these are really, really great. So the center console doesn't have any marks, no scratches, no imperfections. You have your all-wheel control button. HVAC controls there. This does have the Rockford Fosgate option stereo, so it does have the integrated subwoofer in the trunk, as well as your tweeters there by the A-pillar, and obviously your standard door speakers. Headliner's in great condition. The seats, the upholstery, all very well taken care of. No cuts or tears in any of the upholstery. None of the door panels are marked up. It all looks really, really nice. Taking a glimpse at the back seats there. None of the buttons are faded. None of the plastic is chipping. Nothing like that. Even the paddle shifters are immaculate. The car has 22,298 miles at the time of me filming this. If you have any further questions, I encourage you to look at our sales listing at www.exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.